up, y'all? It's Kaymeraki back at it with another reading. Now, this is going to be a little short collective reading. I just got a new deck and I'm super excited to be using it. It is from Abiola Abrams. I have her book, and so getting her deck is just like, I love it. The vivid illustration, the expressions in the guidebook. I love it. 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 And so, whoever I'm talking to, I need you to remember your future self is waiting on you. There is one specific idea. I know you're working on a lot, dealing with a lot, but there's one specific thing that you could have been started on. For some of you, it's probably like 2 to 3 things you could have made more progress, but it's something with you being a little overstimulated. For others of you, it is this fear surrounding it that maybe you are scared of rejection. I need you to realize the beginning of anything is going to be pretty much bad or not that good. Some people, they're lucky to have an amazing beginning and they go up from there. But let's think about one-hit wonders. You want to build and grow and sustain. And maybe along the way you realize, maybe I don't want this, and that is perfectly fine. But I need you to know it is so important that you continue to embrace the journey, okay? And so I'm just going to, I don't even know if I have a specific spread. I just kind of want to read into y'all energy just to see what does this collective need to hear? What is this group? I'm talking about, oh, I forgot it. I had got this here so y'all could see the cards, right? So the card that I have, zoom in so y'all can see, is the loner. And it says isolation and introspection. This loner lets me know that you will or already have been having more time to yourself. This loner comes with a number of 0, which also, excuse me, I lied, it's 9, which also can talk about endings in tarot. I actually don't like this. I thought I did, but I don't. Sorry. So we're just going to throw that away. I might bring it back later in the video, but as of right now, no. And so this loner energy lets me know I love this because you are going to have to hype yourself. You are going to have to cheer yourself on. You are going to have to spark the flame of inspiration. I'm the type of friend that once you tell me you're doing something, I'm going to motivate you and really guide you to keep that up. But if I see you BSing consistently, I end up falling back. But it's like doing that to yourself is really going to be important for you. On this card, he has like a little bundle of sage, so it had me wanting to light my sage too. I definitely feel like you guys are very influential. The thing is, a lot of people don't give you that validation, but why do you need it? I need you to remember the why and what you do, so when it comes to validation, you don't really care about it, because first off, if it's aligned, it's going to work. The people that need to see you will see you. Trust that. Tell yourself, I am attracting the perfect clientele. I am attracting the perfect viewers. I am attracting the perfect market, the perfect audience, the perfect job. You fill in the blank. But I need you to know that subconsciously, we don't really factor in how much we believe to be true as the reason as to why we are not manifesting or growing. Like for some of you, the reason why you are not seeing perhaps that dollar amount or whatever, because you're putting it so far off. And so if I say a year from now, I want this dollar amount, I'm going to work in the timeline that it takes to build up to a year. Now, am I saying that like me saying, oh, I want, or I have a $1 million net worth, will that happen now? Absolutely not. But the more I tell my subconscious that, it is going to start to rewire on what habits, what information, what people I need to be around, I need to connect with to make that a reality. And so a lot of y'all give a damn too much about your 3D. And I can relate to that because when I first started my business, I used to be refreshing for notifications to see like what people saying, what they thinking, like, because I used to love what I used to do in the beginning stages, even when I wasn't as good as tapped in. When I post my work, I was excited to see the feedback. Like I was excited to be like, oh, what they thinking. But now it comes from a place of like, I know they're gonna fuck with it. Simple. I know they're gonna rock with it because I built myself up to that level, and who knows what's to come now. I just really remember, honestly, when I used to refresh, though there was a joy, there sometimes was a little fear of like, do they like it? You know? And so it's just about that level of dedication and devotion to yourself. And I feel like with this isolated energy, there will be more times where you're going to be tested in a way like, do you really want it as bad as you say that you want it? That was my mom walking in. Do you really want it as bad as you say that you want it? That is very important. I also feel like for somebody here, the way your taste, people people like your taste, you're going to be guided to show that more. Whether this is taste in terms of a routine, or taste in terms of a personal style, or taste is something with the way you do it, people going to like how you do it. Like, I know this restaurant has this burger, but show me how you make your burger. And you might be surprised, like, damn, y'all like a vegan burger? But I see that is why your alone time is so crucial right now. You could even find that there are relationships that are dwindling away. Let them. They don't really, without making such a egotistical statement, I need you to know they no longer serve you. Their season gave what it did, maybe a spark of inspiration, maybe some great experiences and memories, but it is time to let that go. And so I'm curious to know what action to take or energy to embrace does my collective that is drawn to this video, the people that will click on this video, what do they need to hear? This is kind of scary because when y'all see me playing around with them cards in the beginning, I was saying, what is like the energy surrounding this reading? And then literally, I'm getting the same cards. It's coming out again, so I know it's no coincidence. Hold on, I'm gonna focus in. Be patriarch, unapologetic. And I'm gonna read in the guidebook for this one. I haven't got this one yet, but looking at this, it's really giving me an energy of like, okay, Ann, you're going to really have to not hear. My right ear is ringing, which lets me know there is more paternal and masculine energy needed for you. Many of you could be focused on healing, releasing. That's cool. But what are we embracing? What are we doing with what we are healing? I also feel like this is a energy where you may need to make some tough decisions. You could be seeing, I can't remember if I said 999 already, but you could be seeing 444. That energy is very important. So now I'm going to move this in frame as I read from the guidebook so y'all can kind of take a look at that. I'm going to try to move out of focus so it focuses on that. You will achieve what you have set out to do. This energy steps up to remind you that you are the leader of your own life. Things are more stable and secure than you think. Your fears are lying to you. You have the wisdom that the situation requires. This energy may come forward when the authoritative energy around you is overpowering you. My dear one, stand up straight and own your power. So the depiction of the energy on the card, the patriarch shows up here as the Messiah elder chief. The patriarch is a calm, experienced, and ambitious leader with loving and supportive divine masculine energy. This paternal ancestor can be as assertive or as aggressive depending on the viewpoint. Act as if you are regal. Act as if you are powerful. Act as if you are wise. This is a different frequency than fake it till you make it. You have no need to fake anything. Your arteries and bones remember the royalty in your DNA. Taurus energy could be relevant for someone. Also, the card has an affirmation that says, I owe no one apology for walking in my power. I need y'all to also realize that for many of you, the more that you continue to embody your truth, people gonna be feeling some type of way. It is what it is. You're not doing it for them. You're doing it for you. And in you truthfully moving authentically, so much gain, so much growth, so much recognition. I'm literally seeing people clap their hands. And for many of you, this could, I don't know why I'm getting the energy of something you're presenting to someone. It's like people are like, wow, this is good. Especially if it's like food or if it's a hairstyle. I'm naming different niches. Like I'm seeing a wrench. You could be somebody who fixes something or someone in a way. You fix a mood. You fix their presentation. There's an additive that you bring that is needed, and I need you to know that. I need you to sit in. I need you to walk like it. When you walk into that room, that job, that conference, when you walk into whatever you're about to do, act like people are waiting for you on the other end because they need your input. That is how you need to move. Call that energy in, command it, see it, feel it, be it. Okay. Like I said, I don't even know where I'm going with this reading. Really, I'm just pulling cards, and I did not want it that long, so I'm probably going to start shifting the spread to be wrapping up. I'm wanting to know, how is this collective in their own way? What is a way that they are blocking themselves and they may not even realize it? What is something that they may not be seeing properly? It goes back to the first card in the spread with this Mother of Fire, but she came out in reverse, right? And I don't know how sensitive, well, is this, I mean, it's not really anything for real showing. I be thinking about YouTube sensitivity, and I'd be like, should I show certain depictions? But it's just like a mother breastfeeding. And this came out in reverse, and I'm glad it did, because reverse in this deck depicts the shadow. And it says, beware of jealousy, deceit, and betrayal. Or are you the one being shady? Stop trying to preserve your image. Life is too short to be shallow. And so I'm going to go two ways with this, because for many of you, like I said in the beginning, it's some people you need to cut off ASAP. And I'm not even joking. If you don't cut them off, trust me, this full moon in Aquarius and this retrograde is going to assist you with almost forcing you to, if they haven't already fallen away. And be grateful for the experience. You cutting off people does not mean you need to look down on them, shame them, or shade them. But it's like, we no longer resonate. One of us is vibrating out and evolving out, and that is okay. More than likely, it's going to be you watching this, but I'm going to be real. This energy is not in alignment with, on the surface, it could seem like it's in alignment, but I'm getting this energy of like, sometimes because you can adapt and be flexible, you do that with environments and people and situations that you're above. I'm going to be for real. You not about to see Beyonce in the hood in the Walmart. She probably will send somebody to do it for her, but there's certain things that she cannot do because of her status. And there are certain things that, I'm gonna be real, energetically you are above, and in the physical it may not seem like it, but I need y'all to realize this physical don't mean much for real. And I know it's can be a complex thing to adjust to, because it's like, this means everything. This is what we can see. This is what we can touch. This is what is, but it is not. Know that this reality conforms to you and not the other way around. And many of you are conforming to a reality, thus staying in some of the same situations, relations, and timelines that have truthfully expired for you. Okay, and so I definitely feel like this could even be you checking your shadow self. Have I been acting weird, thus attracting weird energy? Have I been being shady? Have I been being stubborn? Have I been being ignorant? Check that and learn from it. This is not for you to just attach yourself to, but to simply grow and evolve. Okay, and we are just going to do one last card as a message for what's to come, what's next, where you are headed, anything on the subject of upcoming energy for the collective. I'm getting two cards. Great closing. The unknown. And then we have the martyr. I'm going to start off with the energy of the unknown. This message comes with 444. We have card 4 and then card 44. You guys are definitely strengthening a foundation, but the foundation can feel very shaky and uncomfortable. It's because you're doing something new. If you're not doing something new, then it's a need for you to do something new, for you to embrace new, for you to be. It is now time for the embodiment of what you learned and or teach. You are a walking reflection of your embodiment of your beliefs. How does that look in your reality? If it's inconsistent, if it's confusing, go within, because that's where it starts. It's all within, right? And I'm needing you to realize that, you know what's funny, because this is the last card in this book. This is the last card in the deck, the unknown. And it comes with a message of knowing that, like, be open to the universe, God, whoever you pray to, spirit. Honestly, I'm gonna be real. Most of you who follow me know this. They're all the same thing. Everybody has their different names. Some have more gods than others, but at the end of the day, that universal knowing, the Most High, is the supreme being that created everything. So they're all the same. So if I use them simultaneously, I'm gonna be real, I'm not saying anything different. I just try to be flexible for my community. But it's an energy of also not being a know-it-all. Leave room to be surprised by life. It makes you feel confident and secure with your intelligence, to show how much you know, but release the idea that you have anything to prove. And many of you also could, with that idea we talked about earlier, it's like you're waiting because you want it to be perfect. You want it to seem like you are on some sort of pedestal. And while I'm not saying you are not high in your vibe, in your energy, it's okay to be a beginner. It's okay to be a fool in a sense of not knowing. It's okay to be new. That is when you soak up the most information. Tell yourself, I am being guided and protected. Sometimes that unknowing can be scary. And when you know that you are walking by faith, you know that everything's going to work out because you're sitting in that faith. If you are walking by faith, that means you move as if it is going to happen and you're not waiting on it to happen to move. Okay? And so this Martyr card, I'm going to go to the book for this as well, but I love this energy. For many of you, you could find that like your practices or way of doing things could be different, and that is why your perspective is needed. That is why you need to share your input. This Martyr energy also comes with a message of sacrifice. There are some things that you are going to have to miss out on, not participate in, but the reward is so much greater. In 16 Carriages, I know Beyonce talked about some of her earlier years that it felt like child labor, but while one person would be like, dang, I can't believe she missed out on so much, look at where she is now. I know some of y'all who've been following me for a minute like, dang, you always talking about Beyonce. I really loved her music, especially her older music, but I recently found out we shared a placement that resonates so deeply to me, and so I see why I'm drawn to her energy. Outside of her being amazing, I'm gonna read, and the book is this one, and as I read, I will let y'all see the card. I just love this colorful energy. I really do. I'll move behind it so that way that can be the focus. Put it all on hold. There's a difference between letting go and giving up. You are feeling trapped, stagnant, or stuck in this moment of uncertainty. The solution is to let go, but how, right? Well, healthy sacrifices may be necessary. It may not seem like it, but when you look back, it will all make sense. What if you did the opposite of what you're doing right now? Everything that you are trying to fix externally needs to be remedied internally. You may prepare for a new project, but it's not the best time to start. As late great ancestor Dr. Wayne W. Dyer used to say, when we change the way we look at things, the things we look at change. The great ancestress depiction of the card Sarah Lakali, meaning Sarah the Black, was an Egyptian prophetess and the patron saint of Romani. Oral history says that Saint Sarah had the highest divine lineage as the daughter of Jesus of Nazareth and Mary. Oh my God. Because I've never heard her before, but I have not read the full Bible to know that. But they said that she is the daughter of Jesus and Mary Magdalene. This message also says you are not being punished, although it sure feels like it. Wait. Take a moment to reflect. There's a luxury that many of your predecessors did not have, my child. You are not overestimating how challenging this moment is. It is difficult. You are being impulsive and falling on addictive patterns, but that's not going to help you here. Neither is seeing the world through victim-colored glasses. So right now, the energy for you to embrace is that flow energy, that surrender energy. Tell yourself, I surrender to all and trust. I didn't really go into zodiacs this read because I know this is a huge general collective that I'm tapping into, and I feel like for you, you could feel like things are not going your way. And so even for many of you who have been connecting with me for a while, you're like, well, damn, I'm trying to create my personal reality. But again, let's also not negate the presence of a divine intervention. Sometimes we get slowed down for our blessings, even though we could maybe thinking thoughts that slow us down. Know that this period of pause, while it can be unseemingly wanted, you need to realize that there are some of your ancestors, no matter the race that is watching this, that did not have the luxury to be still, that did not have the luxury to laugh, to play. Enjoy that as things are shifting in your favor, as things are working in your favor, okay? Collective, I really like this energy, and it lets me know that delays will prove necessary. Trust the progress. Trust your spiritual team, whoever you pray to, whatever you pray to or are connected with. Meantime, in between time, I want you to really be focused on brainstorming, planning, because when things do pick back up, you want to make sure you're ready, okay? With that being said, you guys, this does conclude your reading. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. Let me know below in the comments what resonates, and let me know if you guys have any specific topics or video ideas. I would love to do them. I'm really open to experimenting as I'm in my beginning phases on this channel. So with that being said, take what resonates, leave the rest. If you want to know on a deeper level how this energy resonates with you and maybe some specific tools, feel free to book a personal reading at Kaymeraki.com. But I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.